Oliver Lewis last updated 0836, September 28, 2017. Woolston is set to get a McDonald's outlet on Ferry Road, but not everyone in the Christchurch suburb is loving it, with criticisms it is too close to schools. Ronald McDonald and his Golden Arches are setting up a new outlet in a Christchurch suburb, but not everyone is happy about it. McDonald's has resource consent to build a new restaurant on the corner of Ferry Road and Heathcote Street, part of Woolston's Main Street. It was expected to create up to 70 jobs when it opens towards the middle of next year, while making use of a site that has been empty since the demolition of an earthquake-damaged heritage building in 2011. St. Anne's Catholic School principal Dallas Wichman at the site of a new McDonald's restaurant on Ferry Road. But some in the community have raised concerns about a lack of consultation, the proximity of the fast food outlet to schools, and the prospect of more litter cluttering up the streets. Redmore Christchurch residents push back against fast food joints. Christchurch City Council will investigate limiting fast food outlets near schools. McDonald's buys $238 million of New Zealand food's new restaurant, which will feature a McCafe and a drive-thru, was less than 500 meters from St. Anne's Catholic School and little more than 700 meters from Te Waka School. An artist's impression of the Woolston McDonald's restaurant, included in the resource consent application. St. Anne's principal Dallas Wichman said the school tried to teach pupils about the importance of a healthy diet, but the temptation of a McDonald's just down the road might prove too much. He was concerned students would forego spending their lunch money at school in favor of cheap items at the new fast food outlet before or after school. Either way, you get sugar-hyped kids in the morning, or they starve themselves all day to go down and buy things like frozen Coke after school, he said. It's the idea that we teach them about healthy diets and then they can go down with $3 or $4 and get a day's worth of calories in one hit. Wichman was also concerned about the prospect of more litter from customers using the drive-thru at the outlet, which would be the 16th McDonald's in the city when it opened. Port Hills MP Ruth Dyson, whose electorate office is just down the road from the Ferry Road site, said a number of people had approached her with the same concerns. A McDonald's spokesman said the site was selected because it was on an arterial route and that any suggestion the company deliberately built near schools was misguided. We have worked through the Christchurch City Council process with the resource consent and, as with any new restaurant, are sensitive to the communities in which we operate, he said. The consent application was not publicly notified or subject to limited notification, which has caused discontent for some community members. Council head of Resource Consents John Higgins said it was a permitted activity in an industrial zone and that the non-compliant aspects were deemed to have an acceptable impact. The application was also supported by a number of specialist reports, he said. In such cases, applications can't be notified. However, Woolston man Michael Reynolds, the organizer of a community food project Ramada Food Commons, said the public should have been allowed a say. There's a lot of fast food options available in the Woolston community already and we don't really need another one, he said. Reynolds thought the new McDonald's was unnecessary given there was an outlet at Linwood's Eastgate Mall, about 2.5 kilometers away. Last year, Linwood residents raised concerns about the number of fast food outlets in this suburb, leading to allegations companies like McDonald's targeted lower socioeconomic areas. The McDonald's spokesman refuted this, adding that a high percentage of customers use the drive-thru and were not necessarily living in the area around an outlet. Woolston Main Street Business Association Secretary Stephen Hardman welcomed the new Ferry Road McDonald's as he said it would boost foot and vehicle traffic in the area. It's great to see some inward investment in Woolston. There have been too many empty sections around here for too long, he said. People often adopt a higher-than-thou attitude toward fast food, but we all eat chips, do you know what I mean? I think people should have the opportunity to choose. They're mature enough to make their own decisions. The press